Yeah, this is Shaw has his. I don't even know. You can tell. I don't know how this works.
No, hey,
Uh,
whoa, I got the cinematics going.
it's
Nah, this is the I don't even know what they call it. I guess I'm using my phone camera, and man, I feel like I've upped my game. I using my phone microphone too. I'm when I get my microphone adapter back, I'm gonna be really in business. I'm gonna look like a professional.
Dude, it's kind of throwing me off as it keeps shifting in and
I know.
out.
I'm trying to figure out how to stop it. I really don't know. It's all right. It might do that. It's just gonna make all my takes look more. You know what I'm saying?
More professional, more
Yeah.
professional. Well, I got a bone to pick with I don't want to throw shots, but I'm throwing shots. Podcastle
Got to. Yeah.
has given us so many problems. It's given me so many problems. So if anybody watching this has any recommendations, I've got one for Podbean. I was gonna do that, but didn't. So we're pivoting to Zoom. We're gonna see how this goes. But
Yeah.
missed a couple weeks. A lot of stuff has happened.
Yeah.
Y'all bounce back.
Yes, sir.
Y'all bounce back.
As expected.
Apparently from an unknown player. We're not gonna. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if that's a real screenshot or not.
Fake
Fake. We're saying
screenshots.
fake, but apparently George is buns from what he was saying, anyways.
They are
So
buns.
we can talk about that real quick. Georgia, Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's talk about it, man. I'm glad the world has gotten to see what my preseason prediction for Ty Simpson's year would look like,
Mhm.
man. Uh, I said coming into the year, I thought this like roster and everybody reminded me, a situation reminded me a whole lot of 2020 Alabama that won a national championship with Mac Jones at the helm.
Still a hot take. That's one of the greatest college football teams of all time.
It is, it is,
Still a
it
hot
is.
take.
But you think about it, just construction wise and situation wise, that year, Mac had spent so much time sitting behind Jalen Hurts and Tua. And then everybody's like, oh, this new freshman, Bryce Young, is going to come in and immediately start over Mac. And that wasn't the case in the offseason. Mac came in and performed a lot better than anybody ever expected him to. Nobody ever expected him to be a first round caliber guy, which he ended up becoming out of college. And a lot of situations similar with Ty, where he sat behind Jalen and Bryce. And everybody's like, we really don't know what's going to happen from Ty. We're going to get Keelan Russell coming in as the 5-star to start. And Ty's like, nah, I won his job during camp, and he's performing extremely well right now. I mean, in my opinion, the most efficient quarterback in all of college. But I will say this: we have to be able to run the ball better than we did against Georgia throughout the year if we're gonna, take some of that pressure off Ty. We can't rely on him to throw the ball 40 times
I
and
will.
win every game that way.
Yeah, great. I'm piggybacking off this. I've got a guy back who showed a
Yes,
lot of
sir.
flashes. Jam Miller. He didn't get
Yes,
a lot of
sir.
touch. He didn't get as many touches as I thought he was going to get.
Yeah,
But I
they're
felt
splitting
like,
him with Kevin Riley, who I also really like.
yeah. But I feel like
Uh,
whenever he got the ball, it was like he was going to do
yeah,
something with it. 4 or 5 yards.
and also the big thing is pass protection for Jam is he's a hell of a blocker. So
Yeah.
having him back and having him in pass pro, it made a world of difference, especially on third downs. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And he got a lot of flack. I'm going to say this too. He got a lot of flack with that Florida State game, but
yeah,
Bray Hubbard balled out too.
sure.
He was
I,
flying
I
around. He was
I
flying
said
around.
this too, man. Like being around Bray all last year, the way he played in Florida State and people like trying to characterize him as a lazy player, like that's not who he is. Like from what I've seen, like he practices hard, he works his butt off all the time. I mean, he's a 3-star guy coming out of high school that found his way as a redshirt freshman into the
Mhm.
rotation at Alabama. So like he works his tail off. So I'm not surprised to see him playing this well. Dude, he's a dog, bro.
I got a question though.
Yeah.
This might ruffle some feathers though.
Oh.
Is Ryan Williams washed?
Oh my goodness.
Nah,
Look, I think
I'm kidding. You got a talented wide receiver room. I'm gonna be straight
yeah.
up. A really talented wide receiver room. And you're seeing flashes from everyone. I think there's a lot of pressure on Ryan just from the season he had last year. So
Yeah, I think he's in his head a little bit. I think he's in
he
his
had
head one just because of the pressure.
he dropped a touchdown.
Touchdown, right?
Dropped a touchdown.
I think he's in his head a little bit because of the pressure, and I think also just from a new role in the offense, and they have him lining up at all types of positions, and if we're being honest, this is the first year in this like new and this real DeBoer Grubb offense, and we're really seeing it play out. And I think he's probably just having a little bit of trouble adjusting to all that because even with
Yeah,
all the receivers, he's still the youngest guy. You know what I'm saying? Out there playing most of the time. So
yeah.
I think it'll come back around. Jeremiah Smith's had a couple drops this year too. Not as many as Ryan, but I think he'll turn around.
I was going to toot my own horn, but it's not the time. Not the time. I'm not gonna brag about it right now, but I'm just saying
Okay.
we got a guy. We got a guy in Chris Brazzle. I mean, I'm just saying.
Brazel, yeah,
Brazzle, he's been balling.
whichever one it is. He's been playing his way. He's been playing his
I'm
ass off. I'm not
going to
gonna lie.
say this. I'm going to say this. I think if he had the name of Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams, he'd be in the Heisman talk. Straight
You know
up.
what?
Straight up.
You know what? I'd say this, but I still think one guy that would be beating him out is Mario Craver.
Mario Craver's a dog. Jordan Tyson's a dog too from
He is
Arizona
too.
State.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he just I don't know, dude. I love seeing it. I love seeing it. I think he just got announced he's a Blitnikoff watch list guy.
Yeah.
So if he wins that, I mean, I'll be happy. He's still got to progress. I mean, we're only five weeks in. We'll see how it goes.
Exactly.
But looking towards this weekend,
Yes, sir.
revenge game.
Oh yeah.
Apparently Diego Pavia has been mentored by Johnny Manziel. Since he beat Alabama twice, you know how that is.
That means he's not watching film.
I, I wouldn't say all that, but he's watching
That's
film.
what Johnny Football does.
Yeah. But yeah. What's your take? What's your take on this?
Um, hey, I think Vandy's a really good team, and I think uh one of our glaring issues is the run game on both sides, and I think that concerns me with a mobile quarterback
Yeah.
like Diego. What they can do in the run game, which is really what they got us in last year, is the option game. Just because the 4-2-5 up front, especially when you're not playing Tim Keenan every down, can struggle against the run. And we're having some injury problems in our front seven at the current moment, so that concerns me.
Yeah.
But I'll be damned if we lose to Vandy in Tuscaloosa.
Game
Uh,
day. If you would have told
what
me,
game day there,
if you would have told me that this would be a top 25 matchup,
right?
it's so hyped about. I mean, I can't remember. I don't remember the last time Vanderbilt's even had game day, if I'm going to be honest.
I can't either.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
But I hate to say it. I mean, it's the truth though. They're looking like respectfully, I think I know y'all just beat Georgia, but respectfully, I think them and A&M still's got a lot to prove, but they're looking like the
mhm.
two best teams in the SEC right now.
Yeah.
Granted, I know that Vanderbilt has quote unquote not played anybody, but
And I won't say that because I
yeah,
believe South Carolina's a talented team, and they put
they wax
BTA
them.
on South
They
Carolina.
wax them.
Uh,
They
I like what they did against VT.
yeah.
But I will also say they just gave up what 35 points to Utah State. So let's
That was
pump the
bad.
brakes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say that too.
Yeah,
I mean, I think they beat them what 15, 20 points, but they still gave
yeah,
up 30 some points.
30 something points to Utah State.
Yeah.
And you got
And you got to
a
keep in mind,
better
granted,
offense coming in.
they did knock out Lenore's. And Lenore's Sellers was hurt because of them,
Right.
but that was a hurt Lenore Sellers team. And he's also, man, I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
But uh, I think they've got the best tight end in the SEC right now too. In Eli
Stowers.
Stowers,
Yeah,
Stowers,
Stowers,
yeah,
whichever one. Yeah.
dog. Um, but yeah, I mean, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? How do you think this one goes?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be close. I don't think this is like a welcome or run them out the building type game. I think it's a 10-point game that Bama wins. And I think it's gonna come down to fourth quarter execution, putting them in throwing and passing situations. Uh, and if we can put them in passing situations, I think we win the game pretty like comfortably around, like I said, around 10 points. But I do think Vandy's gonna run all over us. I do think that Vandy's probably gonna get up somewhere around 150 to 170 yards total rushing as a team. But I think they're gonna have a really hard if they've had a hard time stopping Utah State. and Ryan Grubb is play calling in the way that he has been the past couple of games, they're gonna have a hard time stopping Ty at
Oh yeah.
home when everything slows down even more for him. So DeBoer hasn't lost a game at home. I got Bama winning easily.
I got Bama winning too. But I do want to. You got a tough. Bama's got a tough stretch next couple
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, yeah.
Mizzou is, I think, an underrated team. That
I think that's our trap game.
you think so? It's in Alabama though, right?
It's at Mizzou.
Oh, it's at Mizzou.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a different story. Not saying that
Yeah,
they've got a home field advantage, but I think away games in the SEC it's hard to win.
yeah.
But hypothetically, let's say Alabama does drop this one. Not saying it does.
Mm-hmm.
Outlook of the season. What are we
Yeah.
thinking?
Um, I think it's possible to drop this one and still be a college football playoff team. Uh, but you got to win out. I think. Again, it's going to depend a lot on what the top of the SEC looks like. Like, what does A&M look like down the stretch? Uh, what does Texas look like down the stretch? And I know we'll talk about them
Mm.
later, but I think it's still possible. What does Ole Miss look like down the stretch? But we've got a struggle, a struggling, or we might struggle with our remaining games. Right? We've got, I think, after Vandy, we go to Mizzou, I believe.
Hmm.
We've got
I think us.
Oklahoma coming in.
Is Oklahoma before us, or is that
No, no, no. Y'all will be next because it'll be third
yeah?
Saturday. So then we'll have y'all coming in, which will be a tough game. We have, I know, I'm just gonna name them now. We got Oklahoma coming in. We go to South Carolina. I think I'm not really as worried about the going to South Carolina right now. But even if you lose this game, you get wins against Tennessee and Oklahoma. You're still very much in the playoff contention.
Yeah,
I don't
and
think it'll be time for the board to get fired because I
yeah,
know that's what you want. I know
I
everybody
don't
wants
want
him
it.
out of
I don't
there.
want it. I don't want it, dude. Because
Everybody wants him out of there, man. I think it's gonna be fine.
yeah, you got to look at especially because now with John Mateer being hurt too. Like, we don't know when that timetable of him coming back.
Yeah, I also, just feel since that Auburn game, a little bit of cooling off on the fire of John Mateer now that we're
Hmm.
in the competition. And it doesn't mean that he's not playing well. But I think the running away Heisman favorite, even without the injury, I don't think that was gonna continue.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Carson Beck's #1 right now from what I've been seeing, but he's been balling.
Heisman,
Yeah, Theismann? No,
yeah, yeah,
I'll believe that when I see
coming.
that one.
It's coming,
Uh, yeah. Speaking of Ole Miss, LSU finally. Like, I mean, I'm not saying they were a good bad team, but I never thought that their defense would be their best asset of the team.
right?
And that's the issue for me. It's like when is and if does LSU get their offense rolling?
Yeah,
You saw last week against Ole Miss,
yeah.
and Nuss had a couple questionable. Like, what are we doing, dude?
I'm gonna go on a quick LSU rant
Yeah,
because it's one of the teams we cover out here. Uh yeah, I've said on TV, I said maybe on here or at least in conversations, man. I believed LSU was fraud since preseason, man.
you said this on TV
I did say this. I said
in the
this on
state of Louisiana.
in the state of Louisiana. They know I'm a Bama fan. Look, I said it, man. This team is a lot better on a video game than they are in real life. They have all this speed and everything on the edge, but they do not have who I believe is a true number one receiver. I don't think Aaron Anderson's a true number one. I don't think Baron Brown is a true number one. Uh, they have all these guys that are fast, but they got a bunch of twos and threes out there, and that doesn't matter.
And they
And
can't
Nuss
run the
is
ball.
not playing well, and they
And they
can't
can't
run
run
the
the ball.
ball.
No.
So yeah, I knew I knew LSU would probably drop this game to that they just played against Ole Miss, and I forgot who they have this week. Um, but I
Let me
wouldn't be
check.
surprised if they drop it too. It might be State. It might be Mississippi State.
They have a bye this week, and then
Bye this week.
they play South Carolina. And I
Okay, so we
do
play
I
South
do want
Carolina.
to talk about that. Okay, I want to talk about the Tennessee game real quick too before we get
Yeah,
into
yeah. But LSU's frauds. I knew it
yeah.
when they couldn't take the starters out against Louisiana Tech.
Hmm. La
It's,
Tech, shout him out, dude. Shout out La Tech
shout
for
them
stuff.
out.
I've
Go
been a
Bulldogs.
there's a guy I used to love Smoke Harris, just a little dog, but
Yeah.
we used to follow La Tech a lot. Man, let's talk about this past game because with real quick, we'll talk about the Tennessee Mississippi State game. Left a lot of points on the table. It was a closer game than it should have been. And
Hmm.
opening drive, go three and out, we muff the punt, and then they score. Different ball game. I swear to God, it's a different ball game if all that stuff does not happen.
Yeah.
I mean, we've and offensive struggles a little bit in the first half, but we ended up flipping around. Um, Joey had two picks. Uh, I'm gonna say it for him because he's a humble guy, but not on him. I mean, they hit Miles Kitselman's hands. I was always taught if you get two hands on the ball, that's the ball you got to catch.
Hey,
Okay, that's what I was always taught. Got tipped up. I think one of them actually hit his damn helmet. If I'm gonna be honest, from what I remember, I think it hit his helmet and bounced up. But yeah, I think, and this is gonna piss a lot of people off. I know you can't do it because you lost, but I think rank wise they should have been 25th over Arizona State. That's a good team. It's a good football team.
it's a good team, and I hate that I feel like they're going to lose a lot of close games.
Yeah, they have
The schedule doesn't get any easier.
their running back Fluff. His name's Fluff. Ran
Yeah.
all over us, dude. Ran all over us. Um, and a couple blown coverages, or yeah, I mean, there was a deep ball that was covered two, and you can't get beat. How do you get beat over the top on cover two? I don't understand that. But um, yeah, and I think that'll be fixed down the road because they're predicting Jermod to be back for Arkansas. We'll see if that
Okay,
actually
so
happens. We had three guys out on our defensive line. They're all supposed to be back.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I don't think a lot of people respected Mississippi State going in. I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be straight up. I was worried about this one. You know how Josh
yeah.
Heupel is with dropping road games. We ended up coming out with a win. Not a pretty win, but a win's a win.
I want to ask you about the rest of their schedule and tell me what you think. I got it in front of me for
Mississippi State.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because like I said, I think they're going to lose a lot of close games. But you tell me what you think about what they have left. They go uh, to Texas A&M,
Hmm.
then they go. They have a bye. Go to Florida. Then they get Texas at home. Then they go to Arkansas. Then they get Georgia at home. Go to Missouri, and then they get Ole
They
Miss
get
at home.
Georgia. They get Georgia at home, or they go to Georgia.
They get Georgia at home.
Okay. I'm gonna say a hot take here because I like Marcel Reed, but dude, I mean, they had 300, I think 300 some yards of offense and couldn't score.
Mm-hmm.
If I
That's why
remember
I
that
said
right.
I think Texas A&M is quietly on upset alert.
Yeah, I think Mississippi State, I mean, it's at College Station, but if they play the way against us that they do for A&M, I think they can win that one.
Yeah,
Arkansas, that's a whole different story. I mean, geez, dude, they just cleaned house. So no telling.
it was a
And
coup.
huh?
It was a coup. Yeah.
It was. But I need to get that in front of me too. Just to get a visual. But I think here's the deal. I think it's gonna be one of those. I mean, and you look at it, we went in OT with them, and it was pretty much reverse of Tennessee, Georgia for Mississippi
Yeah.
State. That's a game that I'm not gonna say they should have won, but they had every chance of winning,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't. Um, I think they could see, and I've still got so many questions about Florida, dude. I've still got so many questions about Florida.
Yeah.
This weekend's going to tell me a lot about them. I still got a lot of questions about Texas. I don't know if Arch is good or not,
Yeah.
but for sure, I think they could. I think they could pull off the upset against A&M. I think they beat Arkansas. Georgia probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri's still up in the air for me. I think they're a better team than anyone gives them credit to, but they're going
Shout
on the
out Rod
road.
Hardy.
Yeah, I mean, he's my Heisman favorite right now, if I'm to be honest. compared
Yeah,
to all the other scrubs in the rankings. But yeah, I agree with you. I think they could drop a couple, but they're super close. But they could also turn the tables and win those games too. Um, but yeah, I don't know, dude. That whole it's just I get that they lost, but putting Arizona State in over them is just mind blowing to me.
yeah, yeah.
But that's another conversation for a different story or different time. But moving on, Texas, Florida, at the
Yes, sir.
swamp, at the swamp. I think Florida bounces back, and this is Billy Napier's savior game.
Wow.
You
Is
heard it here
that just
first.
your lack of confidence in Arch?
A little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both. I think Florida's defense is better than it gives credit to, and Arch hasn't showed me anything against a good team that tells me that they
Mhm.
can win this game. And you know how the swamp is. It's hard to win the swamp. I know personally it's hard to win in the freaking swamp.
Yeah,
So you saw
yeah,
last year, Ole Miss had a playoff chance and they lost in the swamp.
yeah.
So
Uh, I'm not gonna go that way. I think this just furthers the DJ Lagway, uh, Anthony Richardson comparisons. I think I
fair.
think
It's fair.
they won't. I don't think they'll win this game. I think Texas's defense uh, is going to give
So
that Florida
good.
offense
So good.
fits.
Yeah.
They're going to give Florida's offense fits. And you don't have to, LSU proved to us that you don't have to have a potent offense to beat Florida because DJ Lagway will beat Florida for you. And and
Five picks, right? Didn't or
oh
yeah.
yeah, five picks against LSU. At
Ah,
that point,
yeah.
pull them, man, pull them. But no, I think you. I think Texas defense is going to be too good. I don't think Arch is going to have to do a lot to win against this team. Uh, so I'm not going into the game with full confidence that Arch is going to throw for 250 and three. Like, no, I don't feel that way. But I feel like if Arch throws for 175 and one touchdown and they get another touchdown on the ground, that might be all they need.
Yeah.
So,
Fair. I still got faith in DJ Lagway. I still do, man. I still do. Something about you gotta think this is technically his first season as a full starter. Now I'm thinking myself out of it though. Shoot. No, no, I'm gonna stick with my pick. I'm gonna stick with my pick. I think Florida beats him. I think Florida
hey,
beats him.
hey man, just as long as you keep thinking about it, the more you're gonna lean like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me get off the Lagway train.
They still got a long. They got a hard.
I,
Oof,
I
oof.
think I think DJ Lagway is on a path, and I think the most success, not the most success, the most realistic path or the best path I think for DJ will be a ride this year out with Florida, hit that portal, and find yourself still in and find yourself at the University of South Florida replacing Byron Brown. I think that is the best situation for him.
Well, why would he go there when Golish is going to be Florida's head coach by the end of the year? Why would he go there? Wouldn't he just stay
He
at Florida?
probably will be.
Wouldn't he just stay? Did you hear about all the noise with the boosters in Florida though and Lane Kiffin? I
I
don't know
didn't
if
know about that.
this is all Spark Notes because it was a couple weeks ago, but apparently all the boosters had money set up to get Billy Napier out of Florida,
Mm-hmm.
and their number one guy was Lane Kiffin. That's who they wanted.
Yeah.
I could see Lane Kiffin screwing Ole Miss and going to Florida personally. Now, probably not, just because all that's come to light.
Yeah.
But that is a conversation of if Billy Napier gets let go, and I still don't know how he has a job with all due respect.
Mm-mm.
Don't know. I mean, you see how
Oh,
it's going with freaking Arkansas, Virginia Tech. Who else? I think Hugh Freeze is on the chopping block too.
yeah.
Uh, but I don't know how he has a job. I don't know who takes that job. And the only guy I think is Alex Golish, if I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. I'm thinking about Lane. Like he didn't want to hop and take the Tuscaloosa job last year. I don't know
Mhm.
that he'll hop and go to Florida. He's got it pretty good at Ole Miss right now.
He does. He does. But if you look at program history, you look at his history, to be honest, I think Florida's a better program than Ole Miss. And I think he could step in and fill the role and be the guy. I
See.
mean, if he has, I'm not saying Ole Miss doesn't have money, and they got freaking money.
Hmm.
But if you put Lane Kiffin in a spot like a Florida, I think Alabama was just too of a. You
Too
got
much
to,
pressure.
yeah. I mean, DeBoer's went 9-3 last year, and
We're talking about him not being a
him
coach.
not being a coach. We're still talking about him not being a coach.
Yeah.
I think there's a little leeway with Florida, and I think he could be the guy that turns around. I don't know if he does that, but I could see him jumping ship if I'm gonna be
Yeah.
completely honest, just of his track record. Now I didn't see there was like a documentary on him, I guess. I don't know. Apparently
I haven't
his
watched it yet either. I heard
I
about
haven't
it.
either. Apparently Landry was the reason why he stayed at Ole Miss. I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna have to watch that. Uh, but yeah, it's Billy Napier still having a job is crazy considering
Yeah. It's time to get him
Sam.
up out of there. You know what's ahead of you. You know it's not going to get much better.
No, and I'm just wondering what's the reason of keeping him?
Yeah.
You
I
had
do.
such
I think
you
this is his last game.
you think so? Even after a Texas dub, you think it's his last game?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. After Texas gets the win, I think it's a wrap for him.
Oh, I meant a Florida dub over Texas. That's what I was saying.
Oh yeah, no, 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 that's not happening. That's
But
why I
here's
think it's the
here's
last.
my thing. Okay, I know I picked Florida, but Texas wins this. They've already rode with him so long. So what's the breaking point? What's the breaking point? I mean, you've got in every other sport. I mean, they've got their guy in basketball. I'm not a huge fan of Kevin O'Sullivan, but he's their guy in
Hmm.
baseball. He's won them a national championship. So
Yeah,
what's the reason of still keeping him? I don't understand it.
I don't
The
know, but
buyout doesn't make sense to me because if they had the money for it, then get him up out of there.
I also just think it's partially just they wanted to. I don't know. They just want the time in the field, right? I don't. You never know why these coaches like why is Sam Pittman out after getting beat by Notre Dame, right? Like everybody knows Notre Dame is good. You know
Yeah.
why not?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Come on, they've lost two games to teams that we consider
Yeah.
two of the
Okay.
best in the country
Fair. Good point. Good
by
point.
a
Good point.
total of 4 points.
Yeah. Good point. All right.
You know what I'm saying? So uh, we know Notre Dame is good. Everybody knows Notre Dame is better than Arkansas. And
Everybody, I didn't expect Memphis to beat Arkansas, if I'm gonna be honest
right,
either.
right. Why not fire him after Memphis? You fire him after Notre Dame, right? It's
Yeah.
like it's just that they do weird time and it doesn't ever make sense. But I think that's what's going to happen this week.
Let me see. I got their schedule pulled up too because they play Texas, they play A&M, they play Mississippi State.
Yeah,
They play Georgia. They play Kentucky. They play Ole Miss. They play us. They play Florida State. I'm looking at one game right now that they could possibly win. If I'm going to be
Mississippi State.
honest. Yeah. Well, I guess two. I guess two. But I was going to say I
I
was going to
think
say
Mississippi State
Kentucky.
easy. Well, yeah, Kentucky.
I was going to say Kentucky, but because I've got all faith in us beating them in the swamp this year. So, but that is a killer remaining. I mean, we already knew they had a tough schedule at the beginning of the year, but
Yeah,
oh golly, dude, I feel bad. My friend Lucas is a diehard Florida fan. I don't know how he's living right now with all the preseason
living bad.
expectations.
Again, I never bought in.
Yeah, I'm a fool for buying in, I guess. Um, but yeah,
But yeah,
I don't understand how they didn't fire him after South Florida though. That's my thing.
right.
I'm looking back and I know we just talked about timing, but it's like, man, like that was going back to the LSU game too. They were in it. I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
had 5 picks, but it was still a 10-point game.
10-point game. That's when I knew LSU was bad too. I said, y'all got 5 picks and one of them was a pick six. Y'all only scored 20 points. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah. Ugh.
So how good is this Florida defense though? I want to talk about that. Like LSU, everybody knows now that their offense is not like that.
Yeah. I
South
mean, you
Florida
hold
is not putting up a bunch of points on anybody.
no, but I
Florida,
mean,
Miami, I mean,
you held Miami to 26 points, which I think they could have gone out and scored more. I mean, it's not
right.
like I think like I said, I think Florida had opportunities offense to do stuff they didn't do with it. You
Hmm.
know,
I
um,
don't think we'll find out how good they are this week either, though.
Fair,
I think we'll find out against A&M.
fair. But you got to think. I mean, hypothetically, if Billy Napier's out, what's going to happen? You know, we'll see. But oh, interesting couple. I mean, there's still a lot of football left, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of questions. I still Georgia's. I don't know. We're
Who does
talking.
Georgia have this week? They have
They have. Let's see. I can't freaking type to save my life. They've got Kentucky at
okay.
home. Um,
Bounce back win.
but yeah, and Georgia could have. I mean, they could have won. We need to talk about that. We need to.
Oh, then winning this last game?
Brother, why are you not? Why are we not taking points? You're at like the 6 yard line for a field goal to tie it, and you go for it. Probably the worst offensive play call I've seen. Whenever Cash Jones gets out
Yeah.
there, it's either, which I'm dumbfounded. I think from what I remember, didn't they? I think they handed it off to him. They usually hit
Or
him
I
out.
think it was like a pitch
Maybe it was a
out.
little pitch out. When
Yeah.
Cash gets out there, they're trying to get him the ball out, not handing it off. Now, you knew that was coming.
Hmm.
Take the freaking points and tie it up. And they still, oh, dude.
I do want to say props to our defense though, because like even when they would drive, they 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 would bend, but they wouldn't break.
Yeah.
And
No, fair.
except for that deep ball that got dropped.
That was another one. That was another one I forgot about too. Yeah, I mean, but we're also looking at a Georgia team that weeks later I'm still sour about. We should have won. Should
Yeah.
have won that game.
I'm looking at
Uh,
the rest of their schedule. I think they're in the clear right now until they hit Ole Miss.
yeah. Sorry, I don't know why the rankings just
But
pulled
I
up.
think they get Ole Miss.
Yeah, hey, Trinidad man, shout him out.
Yeah. But it's at Georgia. It's in Athens.
Yeah, I'm looking at that Georgia Tech game too.
Yeah.
Looking at that
Yeah.
Georgia Tech game. I wish it was
Texas
in
game.
Texas game. Yeah, I like this. I'm still Texas
Yeah.
actually has to show me something good before I believe in Texas. I know they've lost one game, but
Yeah. It's hard for me to watch Georgia Tech, man.
they're yeah,
I'm in the minority. I'm not a Haynes King fan.
I'm an Eric Rivers fan.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest,
And that
Eric
I
Rivers.
try to watch, but they don't throw the ball.
No. No, I mean they got a running back at quarterback and then they've got another Haynes at running back, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like I think that's all I got, dude.
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm yeah, my biggest takeaways from the day. Tie for Heisman. DJ Lagway to USF. And
LSU sucks.
and LSU
Uh,
sucks.
what else? Would be good. Arch Manning might suck at this point. We don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but
But
yeah, I
yeah.
appreciate it. We're gonna see how this turns out. Like I said, podcast will sucks and they piss me off. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a refund on that because it's
I'm gonna
been too
figure out
many.
how to make my camera stop zooming in.
Dude, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I need to get a new phone and see if I can do that because
Yeah,
that's.
man.
But I appreciate it.
For sure.
Um, we'll see you later.
For sure.